Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for Cancer season. Now this will be for all the individual signs, but in the beginning, this introduction will be a general overview of Cancer season. Now Cancer season will be from June 20th to July 22nd when Leo season begins. Now, you know that when I am doing the longer readings, which I kind of look at as more the chapters, I use a bunch of cards, a bunch of decks. I use my Rodley Valentine Angel Tarot cards, kind of gives me the main message. I then go to my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards for some clarification. We then go to my Osha Zen Tarot cards, words of advice. I'm kind of getting to the finishing with my Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot cards. I also will be pulling just one, because I've been liking these cards a little bit more so, my Radley Valentine Guardian Angel cards. Now, I will finish then with my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Yes, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? Okay. Now, I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. My job, just deliver the message, and that's what I try to do. Remember the button. Please like, share, subscribe, because it does help. And thank you so much for all of your support. I really do appreciate it. Now, let's do a little bit of the introduction where I want to go over some of the things happening in Cancer season. Now, I'm also going to pull randomly a card from my Waite Rider traditional tarot. Okay, so like I said, June 20th, Cancer season begins. It's also the summer solstice. Cancer is a water sign. It will actually begin at 11:32 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's going to be a lot of truth in life during Cancer season. There will be some high emotions. There will be some rather deeper emotions too. But this is about Cancer. Cancer season wants to know the truth, but the Cancer season also wants to know the quality. There's quality in truth, okay? So if you're giving half-truths, Cancer season will not accept that. I will say that probably will affect a lot of the air signs too, because if you're not given the whole truth, if you're lying through a mission, air signs will not like that at all. They will not, and they'll catch you on that, okay? But all of the signs it will kind of rub you raw, any kind of lies through a mission. So this is going to be one of those times that, there's got to be some quality. There's got to be quality in the truth. So let's pull a couple of cards for here and see what we might have as an overview for my Cancers. Not for my Cancers, for my Cancer season. Here we go. Put you over there. First card will be Wheel of Fortune. Things are moving on. Things have to change. So this is a 10 transition, but it's meant to be. There is some changes happening. Again, there's going to be, I talk about Saturn with Aquarius, but this has more depth to this. This has more strength to this. And this is part of that karmic type of energy. It's like karma cannot be denied. Karma cannot be denied. Next card there is the Seven of Pentacles. Pentacles is earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, and also our Virgo. This is about, 7 is that divine number for me too. It's a divine umbrella. This is about rewards. This is about a lot of the work that has been happening. You should start seeing some rewards for your efforts, for the things, for what you have put in. If you have put in a lot of energy, a lot of positive energy, you should start seeing a lot of positive rewards returned. Now, next card is the King of Wands. Now, Wands is our fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. There's a lot of Leo energy going on in Cancer. And with the Leo energy, there's going to be some surprises going on. Now, the King underlying is air energy, thought processes, thinking things through. So there could be some surprises coming during this time. And it's something that needs to happen. It's something that will happen. but it's seeing also, the King of Wands is also seeing more of the future. So that does go along with a lot of what this is. Things have to happen. The King of Wands is waiting and watching and hoping and making things happen also. Okay, so now I talked about that this will be the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere. That's the longest day of the year, meaning the longest day that we have light and sunshine. It is the shortest day in the southern hemisphere. It's like, it's when there's more dark than there is light. So that's one thing going on. Okay, so on the 20th of June also, and this is at 11:05 a.m., Jupiter will go retrograde. It is still in Pisces. During this time, and Pisces is a water sign, and I think this kind of fits with what we're having here. I kind of get these, just my own impressions, what I was also reading. I do go to other sites to kind of see, what's happening. But my feelings were that it was going to be warm, cozy. It's kind of rose-colored glass time. Now, with this retrograde, there should also be a sense of relief and release. But it's also the start. The start of this will also bring about what's called a honeymoon phase. Now, the 21st of June, Venus in Cancer trines with Neptune, which is also a water sign. There's going to be truth coming out, especially about love. Now, if it's a true love, it will work out really. It will actually bring out that positive truth. If it is not, again, lies will not be tolerated, even if they're through a mission. Now, the 22nd of June, Mercury goes direct in Gemini. However, don't get too excited, because what happens is it will take about 14 days before it leaves what's called the retrograde shade. So there's still a little bit of that karma going. The closer you are to the 22nd, as we go out, and it leaves that around the July 7th. The closer it gets to, July 7th, the weaker that karmic cycle is. Anyway, the 24th of June is a full moon, and it will be in Capricorn. Now, that will be at 2:39 p.m., again, Eastern Standard Time. All the things that I'm gathering, my thoughts are, this is where we pull up our big kid pants. We need to be real to ourselves. We need to be honest to ourselves and to others. There's going to be a lot of balance, and remember, this will go from, this goes through that cycle. There needs to be some balancing between home and life. Oh, I pulled the wrong cards. And let's see, and again, the words, be true to thine own self, comes up. Okay, now let's go on. Let's see what happens. Let's pull some cards for the full moon in Jupiter. Not in Jupiter, I'm sorry, in Capricorn. Here we go. Put these again. There. First card. Okay, so this is reversed. We have a 1, new beginnings, new start. The Magician. The Magician is about making things happen. So remember, this is the time that the full moon is when I tell you it's a good time to release, relinquish, and request. Now, when the new moon is going to the full moon, that's when it's getting bigger. They call that the waxing moon. That's the time to request. When the moon is getting smaller and it's going, it's called the waning moon. And that's when you release. Around the full moon, and I would say, basically go like 3 days before, day of, and 3 days after is a good time to release, relinquish, and request. Release what's holding you back, relinquish what you don't need, but to also request. So the Magician is basically saying you can make things happen around this full moon. Remember, Capricorn is an earth sign, so it's more tangible energy. Anyway, next card is here, the Page of Cups. Now, the Page of Cups has that mixture between the water sign of Cups and the Page's underlying energy of Earth. So there is that mixture going on, and that's exactly what we have here. But it's kind of whimsical at the same time. It's kind of like, expect maybe a little bit of the unexpected. I know that goes with Uranus and Taurus all the time. But, it's kind of a expect. And if you want to expect something negative, put it out, comes back. If you want to expect positive, put it out. Now, your next card here is, we've got actually 4 cards. Next card is Ace of Wands, your air energy that we've talked about. I'm sorry, wand is your fire energy, passionate. Aces is a new beginning, one. So we have a couple of ones here. So it could be a really wild start. It could be something that, you really want to go after too. So there's really positive energy around this full moon. Next card is the Page of Pentacles. So we have two ones and we have two pages. Pentacles is our earth energy. This is about new jobs, new beginnings, new ways to make money. Okay, now, a couple of things else we have going on here. On June 25th, Neptune goes retrograde, and that's also going to be in Pisces. Now we have the 27th of June. Venus enters Leo. There's going to be a lot of energy around love. So this is going to be, if you're going to fall in love, it's going to be big and generous. If you're going to break up, it's going to be big and generous, okay? So it's not going to necessarily be something that's it's not going to be moderate. There's going to be a lot of things happening. It's going to, you meet somebody, or any of the relationships that I talk about, your work, job, career, personal, intimate, interpersonal, family, or home, something's going to start. It's going to be big. It's going to be really, oh, this is great. If it's, like I said, if it's being pulled apart, it's going to be big also. It's not something, this Leo and Venus, and also to remember, this is when it's starting. So this is going to go on until it goes into Cancer. I think it goes into Cancer. No, I'm sorry, it goes into Virgo on the 21st of July. So this will be going on for a little bit of time. It's going to be big. And like I said, if it's positive, it's going to feel great. If it's not positive, not so great. Anyway, now this I did take from another site, and I will post that site because I did like a lot of the things that they talked about with Cancer. But I want to make sure that, this is something from another site. This one, they were saying, and I'm going to say this is going to be more from June 30th to maybe July 10th. High risk of unexpected shocks and surprises. I'll post this in the community page, their link. And I've posted their site before, but not for a long time. So basically, the first of July, we have Mars, which is in Leo, opposing Saturn, which is retrograde in Aquarius. On the 4th of July, we have Mars again, squares with Uranus and Taurus. And Leos know what that means. That's always Uranus and Taurus. Expect that unexpected. We have Cancer on the 5th, sextiles with Uranus and Taurus. We have Leo on the 7th, opposing Saturn, which is in Aquarius. And on the 8th, we have Venus squaring with Uranus. So there's a lot of there's going to be a lot of weird type of energy. Leo is about, Leo has heart. Leo has very strong commitments. Now, I'm not, Leo wants, Leo is very straightforward in many ways, So there's a lot of things that might be happening around that time. On July 9th, we have our new moon in Cancer. My feeling on that when I was, putting this together, and like I said, I pray and meditate, the message was the pressure brings the diamond, so how they have a, like the piece of coal or charcoal or whatever, the pressure brings the diamond. So new moons are the start of a new cycle where it is about, again, requesting. Let's see, we're just going to pull one card here for the new moon and see what that might say. Okay, well, I don't know. Do you want to, yeah, we're going to take you out. Okay, no, this is the card. Here we go. The Hermit. Okay, so the Hermit is a 9. 9 has a completion to it, but the Hermit is also saying maybe it's time to back away a little bit. Maybe it's time to step away a little bit. Make sure you connect with your higher power, your guardian angels, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine, also to, the source. Also, it's a good time for you to do a lot of reflection. Okay, so we're just going to go with that for the new moon. Mercury on the 11th enters Cancer. Serious talks, discussions about heart, home. But again, this is about seeing the truth. It may be an extremely emotional time, but it's about seeing the truth. And, and again, during Cancer, it's, don't lie through, especially with omission. Okay, meaning Well, maybe it wasn't a real lie, but I just didn't tell you the truth. Okay. So then on the 21st, Venus enters Virgo. That is going to be a nicer, it's a little calmer. It's more, Virgo being the earth energy, it's going to be more grounded energy. Just be a little careful about smugness. That just popped for me. On the 22nd, the sun enters Leo at 10:27 a.m. Eastern Time. And I did put this here because the 23rd, there will be the full moon in Aquarius at 10:36 p.m. Eastern Time. So again, we have that, that change signs, the changing energies plus that full moon energy. So, whew. So just kind of wanted to let you know what I was feeling a little bit about this. I will add this to the front. And of course, anyone that cross watches, I will put the time that this is over also in the link. Okay? So now, remember the like, share, subscribe. But now let's start with our readings. Hello, my Libras, and welcome to Cancer season. So this is going to be an interesting time, I think. Let's see what we have going on for you. Okay, let's see. Put our 3 cards down. 1, 2, and 3. 2 are reversed, so a little stronger stuff there. Glasses on so I can see. Okay, first card. Now, my Libras, I'm going to ask you to be a little bit leery or not leery. Be cautious around some earth energy, okay? I don't know what it is, but the earth energy, just be cautious. How's that? And I don't want you to be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of it. Just be cautious. Now, we do have that full moon in Capricorn, so that is earth energy there. I don't feel anything about the full moon per se, just the earth energy in itself. Okay, whoever needed that one. Anyway, and earth energy is our Virgo, Capricorn. It's also our Taurus energy. First card is the Queen of Fire. Okay, so Queen's underlying energy is water. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We're in Cancer season. Fire energy is Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Passionate and burning. There's a lot of Leo energy going on here. There's a lot of... okay, so I think that what this is, I feel like that the earth energy may want to hold you back. I feel like you're ready to fly, you're ready to let go, you're ready to get going, you're ready to start new stuff, you're ready to just be big and just to go after something that maybe you've been wanting to go after. I feel like the earth energy wants to rein you in, wants to clip your wings a little bit. So just be, I'm not saying, I don't know what I'm saying with that one. My thing is, I always love it when my Libras are expansive and want to do a little bit more than what maybe they've done in the past. Anyway, Queen of Fire is confident, warm, intelligent, and graceful. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. And I think that, like I said, I feel like you're an air energy. I feel like the earth energy wants you to come down to earth. And you know what? That's based upon their paradigm, not necessarily what's right for you. Okay? Your choice. Your choice. Next card, the Queen of Water. Now remember, Queen's underlying energy is water. So here we have water. So this is water, water. This is our Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, fluid emotional. This is very much, an emotional commitment. This is wanting to do more. This is basically, there's a lot of caretaking with the Queen of Water. Also with the Queen of Fire there is, but the Queen of Fire has a little bit more oomph to it. Has a little more wanting to do things a little differently. The Queen of Water is a little bit more traditional in many ways with the caretaking, but there is still this very strong emotional commitment going on here. So let's see what this is all about here, though. Tender-hearted, empathetic, patient, and loving. Relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition. Care for yourself and others. Now, okay, let's see what this is. So we got a couple of queens here. We have Queen of Fire and Queen of Water. Interesting here. Let's go on. And the last card. The Three of Earth. Now here we have our earth energy, and I told you This is our Virgo, Capricorn. It's our Taurus. Very solid. Something to do with your money, your job, your career, possibly even your home. Threes have a lot of creativity. Threes can create something from almost nothing. I'm not going to say from nothing, but almost nothing. The three of Earth can almost take something, and when you see something on some of the social medias, and they say, oh, this thing broke. Okay, now take it and do this. So, you can repurpose. You can, basically make something out of nothing. Make something, not nothing, not nothing. Make something out of a piece of possible junk and, take it and sell it for $20, $50 type of thing. That's what the three type of energy is. Lots of creativity. There's also, doing something with your job, your work, maybe even creating a different type of work. And that would be where these queens are. These queens are very invested. These queens are very much, they want something. They want something. They own something. They own their energy per se. And this Queen of Fire is like, I want, maybe I want this new business. Maybe I want this new job. Maybe I want this new freedom. Because the Queen of Fire wants freedom. But the Queen of Water has the emotional commitment. So now let's see what the Three of Earth is. The power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, be a team player. Oh, okay, the team player is not necessarily grabbing me as much as the creativity, as much as, thinking something through and saying, this is where I want to be, this is what I want to do. So it sounds like Cancer season could be spurring you to something more than what you've been doing, or something different than what you've been doing. So it could possibly be spurring you to, and again, too, it could be even with your own job, maybe taking on different responsibilities, or it's just moving you differently. It's moving you differently. Okay, let's see. Let's keep going. Let's see what John Holland's Psychic and Tarot cards, Oracle and Tarot cards have to say. Here we are. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if they're reversed. Here we go. Accelerated motion. So this is an 8. Okay, 8 has unlimited opportunities, unlimited possibilities. Making a wish. Things happening faster than maybe you're ready for. At the same time, it's, I love her. She's looking up. She's looking at possibilities. She's making her wish. She's saying things need to move forward a little bit more, and they need to move faster. I feel like there's some Libras out there that have held on to their plans, maybe because they were making sure that the job was okay, maybe their family was okay. And again, I feel like this is a time of great movement for you. Okay? Okay, let's see where we're at here. Next card. Reversed, we have a 4. 4 has some stability. 4 has some, some organization. 4 is about foundations, about achievements. 4, this is about foundations and achievements. This is, establishing that home. Maybe that's even where you want to be, because that Queen of Water is very maternal. That Queen of Water wants her home to be a show place. Wants her home to be warm and caring. The Queen of Fire wants to be a little bit free of her home, though. She doesn't necessarily. So, so there's a little bit of a struggle with these two. The Queen of Water wants her home. She likes having her home base. The Queen of Fire says, okay, maybe it's good to have a home base, but I want to go fly. I want to go do this. I want to go travel. I want to do more than what I'm doing. The Three of Earth brings you that creativity to think how possibly you can have both. And again, so we have this accelerated motion. We have this, I want to dream. I want to move. But at the same time, it's, there is a little bit of a conflict, and maybe it's not. Maybe because of your scales. At the same time, you still want your home base. Okay, let's go on next. Fertility. So now we have a 3 going on. So we have a couple of 3s here. Interesting. And when they're on top of each other. So we do have the heart chakra. The heart chakra is one of those chakras that goes with your natural chakras and also goes with your supernatural. So it's kind of like, it's kind of like your Queen of Fire and your Queen of Water. I want this, but I want this. I want my home, but I want more of that supernatural. fertility does not necessarily mean that you're going to get pregnant, but it does have a creation to it. That does mean that again, I want something to grow. I want something more. So there's something going on this Cancer season that's really affecting you, my Libras, into wanting more. At the same time, you don't want to leave your home because that brings stability, but you also want to fly. Okay, we're just going to go down that road a little bit. Okay. Anyway, let's see where we're going with this. Let's see what words of advice we have from my Libras. Now, the thing is, this is something for you to think about. And my Libras, you can plan. You are planners in many ways. Sometimes you jump into your plans a little bit quicker than, you might say, oh, I think I'm going to make a plan about, oh, I'm already doing it type of thing. So there's this, it's like I kind of feel like Cancer season's letting Libras loose in the world. Whatever. Okay. Let's see what words of advice from Osha Zen Tarot cards. Here we go. And I love these because I can never remember which is reversed or not. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Ah, that was reversed. 2, decisions, choices, possibilities. So many things are out there that, the bird is, again, we've been talking about flying. So there's something going on that's stirring you up a little bit. Cancer season seems to be stirring you up to look at greater possibilities. Next card. The Rebel. The Rebel. Okay, so now we have a 2 and now we have a 4. So we had the 4 over here, so there might be something going on with this. My Libras, I do think, when I think of, rebels, I do think a little bit of my Libras, or I think a lot of my Libras. Libras, again, it's between the Queen of Water and the Queen of Fire. Libras present like they're the homebodies, present like they're very calm, but at the same time, Libras also have this underlying energy that's like, I could be out of here in a moment. So I don't know if this is telling you to embrace your rebel, if this is telling you to recognize your rebel. I'm not quite sure. But my Libras, you definitely do have the rebel energy in you. Here we go. Next card. Stress. Okay, so now we have 7. 7 has a divine number. It is a divine number. It is a divine umbrella. So a lot of things that we do in this world, we basically are kind of, guarded by from that divine, kind of like, okay, watched over. Stress. I think that this is something that, this might be what you're thinking that you're going to be able to leave behind. Or the stress could also be what you're going towards. So what is it that's stressing you out? Be aware of your stress. Also, too, think about your stress in such a way as, if you choose one action over the other, is one more stressful than the other stress? But the Libra also here, this is Libra in many, many ways. This is you, if you look at this, and again, this kind of goes back to that Queen of Water. This is you. You're balancing on a ball. You're blowing a horn. You're juggling. You're doing all of these things, and yet here's that little monkey ready to burst your bubble. That's kind of where you are many times, my Libras. You have so many jobs and duties. I don't know. I kind of like say maybe it's time for you to embrace your rebel, but don't know. Your choice. Your choice, my Libras. Totally your choice. Anyway, but you know what? When you're under a lot of stress like that, it is okay to dream. It is okay to dream and think of ways to make things different. It is definitely. Let's go on here, and we have 3 cards that wanted to come out. Okay, they're all together, so let's see what they are. We have the Ace of Raphael. That's a 1, new beginnings, new start. Raphael is our water energy. We've already talked about water energy. This is new emotional experiences, new journeys. This is going on a new journey to me, a new journey. Now, is that actually a physical journey or a metaphysical journey? Yes. Okay. A positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insights. Your next card, okay, so now we have an 8, right? Did we have a cup? We had 1 8 over here. We only had the one. Okay, 8, unlimited opportunities. Justice. Archangel Raguel. When for you, my Libras, now I don't know if you're facing a court decision. I am not a lawyer. A lot of times this is karmic justice, so that means to me that there could be something going on, possibly to, what is it, Mercury goes direct, and then there's the 2-week shadow, so that goes into the early part of July. So there could be some karmic justice coming your way, possibly from this full moon to the new moon. Fight for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favor. Don't give up. And then we come to our last card, which is the 4 of Michael. So 4s, again, have that stability, has that organization. Michael is air energy. Air energy, that is your energy. That is your thought processes. That is your, making some plans, thinking things through. But it's also, so the 4 of Michael is saying, do all of that, but take a little time to really think things through. Insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek relief from stress. And you had that stressor right there too. So I do feel that there's a lot of this I want to be at home. There's some conflicting energies here. I want to have my home. I want to have my base. I want to fly. So I want to do this, but I want to do that too, choices, of course. And I don't know, maybe this is the time, maybe this is the perfect time for you, my Libras, to take an extended vacation, okay? Or to make those changes that you've been wanting to make. I don't know. I don't worry so much about your money situation, so if it's something that you're worried about with money, I do think that, it could be covered. But of course, don't spend money you don't have. Let's put it that way. So let's go on with this last card. This one is reversed. Messenger of emotion. Now this is cups. This is water energy. This is the beginning of a new emotional experience that could grow into something deeper. You may receive a message expressing feelings that you didn't even know were developing. A social invitation could soon be on its way to you. There's a person involved who's very gentle and loving with only the kindest of intentions. It could be you, especially if you're artistic, shy, and sensitive. So you've got a really interesting one. It's kind of like there's a lot of things at play right now. There's a lot of what you want to do versus what others want you to do. Again, there's this unlimited possibilities. There's your being a little bit of the rebel and not wanting to do what they want you to do. So I guess the thing that I would say is be aware that Cancer season is going to bring these things up for you. Okay? So and this could be something that you need to kind of like go, oh, no, been there, done that before. Or it could be one of these times that says, no, I haven't done it enough. Okay. Last card, crystal or energy for my Libras. First, here we are. Golden or gold sheen, obsidian, personal power, spiritual manifestation, earth healing, new experiences. That new experiences jumps at me. Okay, so my Libras, yours is a little, it's not quite so, out there, but it's kind of like some choices are coming for you. Some choices that you want more choice. Maybe you want more choices. Anyway, remember the button. Please like, share, subscribe. It does help, and I thank you. More importantly, this is the most important thing, my Libras. Know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.